Hey dolls, so this hair is from Alipearl. So I'm going to tell you dolls all of the details on the hair, and then we'll get into the styling of it and all of that tea. So let me just pull it up because I screenshot it. Sorry, broke a nail again. She's busy. Don't even know if I can go get it fixed today. Seems to be the story here lately, always breaking a nail. Okay, so the hair that I have is the body wave hair. I believe it's either Brazilian or Peruvian. It doesn't really tell me right here, but the lengths that I have is 22, 24, 26, 26 with a 20-inch 6x6 closure. So the closure goes across. Instead of it just being like in the center, it's a lot longer, almost kind of like a frontal, but it doesn't go all the way to the edges. And you guys know the edges, it's the hardest part to keep down. So I feel like this is good, and it's easy, like super quick to apply. You don't have to take as much time as you would with a frontal, but you still kind of get that look, and you have more parting space. If you want to do like ponytails and stuff like that, you can do that. So with this hair, I decided that Arrogant Tay said that it was crimp season, so baby girl, it's crimp season. So I was like, let me pull out my crimp iron and get these crimps popping. Now when I was in school, probably like high school, I used to crimp my hair all the time, like crimp my own natural hair. But of course my hair was much shorter, so it wasn't as much work as it was with this hair. Now this hair being 26 inches, let me just tell y'all, I crimped this hair over a 2-day period, because whenever I did it the first day, it was already kind of late, and then I had somewhere to go, and you know, I just stopped doing it. So then I came back to it and finished it up the next day, which you will see in the video because I filmed me crimping it. I didn't show the whole process because it's very repetitive. You're doing the same thing over and over, just going down the hair. So this is the crimp iron that I used. I also do have a crimp iron that's more of like that old school one, but this one is more of like a deep waver. Like you're gonna get really bigger crimps with this one. I feel like my other one will be more defined. So if you guys want to see a tutorial with the other one, then let me know, because I kind of want to try it again. Although this took so long that I kind of don't ever want to do crimps again. And I kind of feel like the definition of them, like at the top you can see that nice really crimp look, but I mean, I don't know, even on camera you can kind of tell that it looks really crimped, but at the bottom the curls feel so soft that I don't feel like they're gonna last. And I did spray it with hairspray, but I guess this hairspray is not really like the best to use. I should have used my Pump It Up. I did use the Garnier Fructique Sleek and Shine Humidity Anti-Humidity Hairspray. So it's like a humidity spray and hairspray mixed together, and I feel like it's kind of more soft. I almost used the whole can, but I've had that for a while, and I just wanted to use something cheap that I had laying around to try this out. So this crimp iron that I have is the ISO Professional, and I guess it's like a deep waver. I can't remember exactly what company I got this from, but they had sent me some hot tools quite a while ago, and this was one of them, and I never used it. And Punch has been asked me to do some crimps in my head, so here you go, Punch, you got your crimps. So this is the hair. I really like the larger closure, and I did kind of use a foundation that was kind of a little bit red for my skin, but I think I kind of counteracted it with a little bit of powder in the front. I feel like it blended in really good, and you can't really detect it, honey. So let me show y'all the hair. I need to go get dressed, but this is the hair. This is the hair. Even with the crimps at 26 inches, you still get really nice length. So yeah. So this is the hair. I think it's really pretty, but it's not like super defined. Like I think I should have used a heavier hairspray. So I'm just gonna mist it with some oil, because I did use so much hairspray to give it that shine back, because I don't want it to look dull. And I'm also gonna take my Got2b and just kind of lock it in, because I don't want to lose all of this work that I did. So that's kind of like my little finishing steps. It's really cute though. I like it. But honey, I don't think I'm gonna be sleeping in this wig because I don't want to ruin the curls. I'm gonna take a little bit of mousse and just lay that down a little where I have those little flyaways. But yeah, it's real cute or whatever. Real cute. Okay, dolls, so this is how the hair looks after I have washed it and, you know, made my wig and stuff. So I'm just going to start by putting a part in the middle and using a little bit of Frizz Buster serum in the hair just to, you know, give it some shine because we're going to be using so much hairspray on this hair. So I'm just running it through the hair a little bit and also at the top. And then I'm also going to take my hot comb and just press down the middle to get the parts to lay nice and flat, you know, and defined and all of that jazz. And this is so repetitive, so I decided I would just do a little bit of a voiceover just in case you dolls needed some help or y'all just want to hear my voice. I don't know, maybe y'all do. Y'all probably miss me because I miss y'all. So I'm just sectioning off the hair and using some clips. And then here you can see I've sectioned off the back part of the hair. And then I'm going to start using this spray. I think this spray worked okay. Sorry, my phone's going off. But for the most part, these curls or crimps only lasted in the hair for about 2 days. And the second day, they look different. Of course, like right now, the hair still has a light crimp to it. But it's definitely not like how it was in this video. So I recommend using a better hairspray. But yeah, I just sprayed the hair down, combed through the section to make sure there are no kinks at all. So then now I'm going to take this deep waver and I'm going to start crimping. So what I'm going to do is just hold it on the hair. You can count in your head however many seconds you want to hold it onto the hair. It also does have a lock feature on it so that you don't have to just squeeze down so tight. Your hands will be hurting and your arms will be tired anyways. But yeah, just hold it on there for a few seconds, counting your head like 20 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever you want to do. And then go ahead and open it up and move down the hair section by section. Each part where you leave off, you want to make sure that you match the crimp iron up with where your last crimp or bend in the hair was at so that you can get a nice consecutive crimp, you know, so that it all flows together. You don't want it to look patchy or be missing sections or anything like that. So, you know, you just have to pay attention to that. So it's very repetitive. Like I said, you're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over. My arm was so tired. I got up, I sat down, I got up, I sat down over and over because it was just so much. Now, the hairstyle was super cute the first day, but it is so much work that I don't know, that is something that I will be doing a lot because I can do some one curls and they can last for a week even with sleeping on them. So I don't know about this. But yeah, as y'all can see, it's the next day. I have on different clothes because I did not finish this hair in one day because it was just too much for me, too much work. I mean, you can do it, but it takes a while. And I did have my crimp iron on the hottest temperature. And I did kind of try to do somewhat small sections, but then also a little bit big because I just felt like it was taking forever. But at the top, I did take a lot smaller sections just because I wanted to make sure that the top was really defined and showing those crimps really good. So yeah, I'm just doing the same thing over and over. Spraying the hair down with hairspray, making sure the section is nice and sleek and combed out. And then going in with my crimp iron. And at the top, if you guys notice, I did not go all the way up to the root of the hair because you don't want it to be like too bulky. So just kind of start a little bit down and then also use your, you know, hot comb to kind of flatten out the top a little. So yeah. So now I'm going to move on to applying the wig to my head. So I'm just putting it on to make sure everything looks good. The foundation that I used is not the right color, so don't clock me. I know I was trying a different one. I don't like it, so whatever. But anyways, I'm using the Gorilla Snot Gel, and I'm just going to put that on the front on my forehead or perimeter of my hair or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm just going to put that down and apply a nice little layer. This gel is already really sticky, so I find that it works really good to hold my wigs down. I like it more than the Got To Be. But then I'm going to put the Got To Be spray on top of that. And then I'm also going to blow dry it on cool a little bit, just to let it get nice and tacky and let all of the products sink together and get really sticky so that the wig can stick right on. So then I'm going to move on to placing the wig down. And as you guys can see, this foundation color that I put on my lace does not match my skin. My skin is much more yellow and the foundation is much more red. But for the most part, I got it to blend in and work for me without having to wash my lace and start completely over. So yeah, I'm just blow drying it to melt it into the skin. So yeah, as you can see now, it kind of disappears and it looks like it matches pretty good. So, you know, I made it work for what it was worth. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my baby hairs. You guys know I just use a eyebrow razor to cut my baby hairs down. And I'm using some wrapping mousse or foam mousse to lay the baby hairs down. I didn't use a gel because I wanted them to be really soft. So yeah, I'm just doing that. And then I'm also going to tie them down for a second. I find that this makes them look good, but it disturbs them. Like my baby hairs always never stay exactly how I want them. Like this scarf or a wrap or whatever you use always kind of moves them a little bit, but it worked out fine. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead and re-crimp some of the top sections where I may have combed it out from doing the baby hairs, and that's it.